Hello everybody, welcome to my channel. Today we're gonna prepare a very interesting dish. It's gonna be a minute steak. It's a beef stew from pieces of beef in a red dry wine, and small onions. This is the beef. It looks like that. So you can see it's with this line in the middle. This is how you can recognize minute steak. So we're gonna make it in red wine with the small white onions, and all kind of beautiful spices. It's amazing dish. So let's start. We're gonna take 5 packages of 3. So it's gonna be 15 pieces. We're taking a pot, a very wide one. We're putting in olive oil, and we're starting to fry it from each side. We're gonna do it 3 times. So we're putting it on the olive oil, and now we're gonna make we're gonna put spices. It's gonna be black pepper, yes, it's gonna be black pepper all over the meat. It's gonna be thyme, a few leaves of thyme, put it all over. Okay. Yes, now we're gonna fry it like that, stir fry it like that until it's browned on the bottom, and then we're gonna turn it over. Okay, now it's browned. We're turning it over. And we're putting spices on the other side of the meat as well, the same ones. We're putting pepper. Yes, we're putting thyme, and this one is done. It's fried beautifully browned from both sides, and we're doing the same thing for 2 more times until we fry like this the whole meat. Okay, and here the last one is ready. And now we're gonna start our dressing. We're putting a little more olive oil. Okay, we could take shallots. We could take few shallots, leave it whole, and put it in the pot. But now I've decided to take 2 big just white regular onions, and I cut it like half circles, and I put it in the pot. We fried it, we sauteed it until it's browned a little bit. We scratch all the leftovers from the frying the meat. Okay, now we're gonna add the rest of the ingredients of the sauce. Look how beautiful it looks. Okay. And now we're gonna add more thyme. Few more leaves of thyme. Okay, we're gonna add chopped ginger, around 1 tablespoon. And we're gonna take like 5-6 garlic cloves, and I'm just gonna show what I'm gonna do with that. We just bump on the knife like that, and it's smashed. That's all. We're not chop it, we're not minced it, we're just doing it like that, and we're putting it as well in our sauce. We're gonna mix all that, fry it a little more. Now we put 1 tablespoon of Dijon mustard. Yes, Dijon. We're gonna also add around 3, 4, 5 tablespoons of soy sauce. Okay, we can put like, for my opinion, we can even put like 1/4 cup, something like that. And we're putting like around 1/3 cup honey. Okay, of course it's all depend the amount of our dish, how much it will be. So here you see I'm adding more soy because I feel it wasn't enough. Now we're gonna put pepper and a little salt. Soy is salty, so we don't need too much salt. Soy sauce is salty already. I put a little coriander. I love this spice, and I really like to add it to most of my dishes, most of my recipes. We take red dry wine, pretty good quality, and we put around a cup. We always can add more. We also can mix it with a little water because wine gonna caramelize and eventually it's gonna almost completely disappear, and we will not have enough sauce in our dish. If we add a little water will keep it liquidy. So for now I didn't add water. I'm gonna add it later, you'll see. So we put around 1 cup of wine and we're waiting when it starts boiling, because the meat need to go only in hot liquid, not in cold. And we're gonna put the whole meat inside into the dressing. Now we see we need a little more wine and a little bit more hot water. We need to see that the amount of the liquid, it's like that. Here all the meat is inside. We're gonna put our liquids that came out of the meat while we're on the plate, and we boiling it for a moment. And when it starts boiling, we're turning the flame down. We're making it low. We cover the pot and we're gonna cook it for 1.5 hours. Oh yes, and I forgot, we're gonna add a certain amount of dry peaches, apricots, sorry, dry apricots. I buy it in big. Okay, so the apricots I buy it in BJ's, big bag, and I keep it in freezer. So now we put like around 20 apricots inside of the pot. And now we're gonna cook it for 1.5 hours on low flame, covered, and it's gonna come out amazingly. You'll see it in a minute. It's really amazing dish. It's amazing to serve it over the white rice, jasmine rice, or basmati rice. Now you can see how it looks. It looks amazing. The meat is ready, everything is ready, and now we're going to cook it just for 30 more minutes with our small baby onions. Look at that. Look how beautiful it looks. Now we're putting a little bit olive oil in the pan, and we peeled 2 bags of small white onions whole, and we're putting it like that in our skillet, and we just pan fried it, saute it a little bit until it gets a little brown, like you see now. And that's all. It takes 3 minutes, something like that. Now we're gonna look how beautiful they look. Now we're gonna put those onions into the, okay, we fried it a little more. Apparently we needed a little more, and now we're putting it inside of our dish. Okay, we're gonna fix it nicely in the pan. It's the onions. What we want is that the onions stay a little crispy. They will stay whole and not open up and break up. And that when we put on the plate, we can put whole onion as it is, cooked, but not completely opened up. And we put it in our beautiful plate. And it's beautiful serving. I add a little bit more water because I see, as I said, the wine really shrinked and it was not enough liquids. And that's it. And now after 30 minutes, that's how this beautiful dish looks. Look at that. It's amazing. The smell is unbelievable. And that's it. Thank you so much for watching. I would love if you subscribe to my channel and we'll cook together. Good luck. Enjoy.